What up, investors? It's your boy Dayo. Welcome to Frunkla Investment, where I talk about Bionano Genomics on a daily basis. From Sunday to Sunday, I try to post at least one video. Always do your own due diligence. Don't sue me, bro. Let's get to it. What's going on, investors? Welcome back to the channel. I think we need to talk about Bionano Genomics because, for most of you guys, I'm more or less like an angel. You guys come to my channel to remind yourself of why you are invested in this company. Okay, the truth about Bionano Genomics. I think I need to remind you guys once again why we all fell in love with this company, why we fell in love with the mission of this company. Not really the stock. Of course, if the stock skyrockets, we all are going to benefit from it. But I have to remind you guys why we are, into this company. Okay. But before we continue, shares of Bionano Genomics is up about 7% right now, but that is not really something that I want to talk about right now on this channel. I mean, 9 cents is nothing because we have a lot of us are invested in this company. We have our average way above $5 US. So I want to share with you guys some fundamental details of Bionano Genomics once again. Why I keep sharing due diligence about this company on a daily basis, why I remain bullish, even though a lot of investors are, predicting that the share price of Bngo is gonna go, as low as 50 cents, for example. We saw this guy that sold that took a loss of 1.2 million US. According to his post, he believes that there is a possibility that Bionano Genomics is going to go to 50 cents, and that is why he sold earlier rather than later. He took a loss of 1.2 million US instead of him perhaps losing everything. So according to him, he believes Bngo is still going to go as low as this. Okay, and that is why I want to remind you guys why all of us are once again into this company. Now, this is where I'm going to start from, guys. Take a look at the market cap of Bionano Genomics right now. It is presently sitting around 415 million US. I mean, you would expect Bngo market cap to be way lower than it is right now, because if you take a look at the likes of Pac Bio, for example, okay, you can see that Pac Bio has gone down significantly right now, around 1 billion US. Okay, at one point it was even 800 million US. Now, Bionano Genomics market cap, we have to take a look once again at the market opportunity of Bionano Genomics, the total addressable market of BNGO, and then we have to compare it to the market cap. And once again, is Bionano Genomics in debt or not? Okay, they are not in debt. They don't owe bank or anything. Perhaps maybe a couple of million, maybe just 10 million, maybe 5 million US. But BNGO, according to their last earnings report, they have enough cash to run the business, hopefully through this recession. Okay, because some analysts, some experts are already saying that we are presently in a recession. Now, I want to remind you guys that my 9-year projection of, before we go deep into the market at total addressable market, once again, take a look at this, guys. Okay, this is my 9-year projection of Bionano Genomics. This is where we presently are, 2022. You guys can see, I mean, this is literally just the beginning. In the fourth quarter of this year, in the next quarter, Bngo is going to be releasing the marketable Sapphire device, the next generation device. It's going to come out somewhere around here till here, and then we are going to see sales skyrocketing. Okay, that is the plan. You guys have to be patient. Let's wait till they release that device and see how that is going to affect their sales. Okay, how that is going to affect the total revenue of Bngo. Now, if you take a look at the plot of the product, Sapphire, consumables, and total revenue, you can easily tell this is where we are right now, guys. This is where we are. For this year, I believe Bngo is going to be reporting about maybe 28, at least above 25 million US in total revenue. But for 2023, you can see that it is way above 50 million US. Maybe that's gonna come down to 50, but you can already tell that the projection keeps increasing. And the thing is, I don't think the present market situation sentiment is going to affect the future of Bionano Genomics, in my opinion, because I have been tracking what is going on with the company. Everything seems to be going on fine, and as long as they don't go crazy and start to spend money more than they should be spending, as long as they don't waste money into their expenses, overhead, and so on and so forth, everything should just go smoothly for Bngo. So that is one thing. Now, the other thing is the total addressable market of Bionano Genomics. Okay, Now, if you take a look at this total addressable market right here, guys, you can easily tell, okay, this was back in 2020 when Bngo dropped a lot of, press releases about the progress of the company and the future of the company. They said, I quote, we estimate our market opportunity to be 2.6 billion US dollars to 3.8 billion US dollars based on selling as many as 10,000 Sapphire systems. Until date, Bngo is estimating 240 Sapphire devices, till the end of this year. Okay, 240 Sapphire devices for 20 installed base, okay, for 2022 till the end of 2022. Now for 2023, we are going to wait and see. Maybe it's going to be, somewhere around 300, and then perhaps maybe after they drop the next generation Sapphire device, that is going to help them to increase, to double the install base of the Sapphire device. Nobody knows. I already shared with you guys that I know there are some massive, some large users of Sapphire device that are presently just piloting the device. Maybe they are just waiting for Bngo to drop the next generation version, okay, before they jumped into this company massively. So this right here is the total addressable market of Bionano Genomics and cytogenetics. Once again, okay, because most of you guys have forgotten all this. Cytogenetics, digital cytogenetics, around 2,500 plus cytogenetics laboratories worldwide, okay, which estimates it, according to Bionano Genomics, their estimate is that they are going to be selling about 500 million to 600 million US dollars in Sapphire device, okay, just Sapphire device alone. And then in their estimates annually, okay, estimated annual recurring revenues from consumables is about 200 to 400 million US dollars. Okay, only this is close to 1 billion US dollars already. Okay, and so discovery research complements sequencing, okay, for some laboratories out there that are into sequencing instead of just optical genome mapping, like Praxis Genomics, for example. Okay, they are using Illumina with Bionano Genomics. They have, they estimate about 7,000 plus laboratories out there, okay, high throughput sequencers worldwide. And then they are estimating that at least they can sell about, make about 1.4 billion to 1.8 billion US dollars, okay, estimated revenues just from Sapphire sales. And then estimated annual recurring revenue about 500 to 1.1 billion US dollars annually. If you add that to this, you can see that that is at least way above at least 1.2 billion US dollars every year in recurring revenue. Okay, right now Bngo for 2022, they are estimating somewhere around, I can't really remember the figure, I believe it's somewhere around 20 to 30 million US dollars. Okay, you can easily go and check the most recent earnings report. So that is what they are estimating. And in the future, if they are targeting way above a billion US dollars in recurring revenues, okay, annually, you can already tell that we are still at the beginning. Okay, the market sentiment is something not to be, not to even talk about. So yeah, and once again, the 9-year forecast. Okay, this is my 9-year forecast of Bngo. You guys can see right here, 2022, 2023, and so on and so forth. I made this last year, over 12 months ago. So normally I should come back and update all these numbers, but I'm still gonna leave it like that for now. So hopefully this is going to help you guys to more or less remember why we are into this. And once again, you have to remember that only Sapphire device, okay, sequencers cannot reliably detect structural variations, okay. SNPs to small structural variants, you can see right here, Pac Bio, is between 1 to 10,000 base pairs. Illumina is between 1 to hundreds of base pairs. Perhaps they have increased. Perhaps right now Pac Bio is between 1 to maybe 30,000, okay, because they must have increased their technology a little bit. And perhaps Illumina is now maybe close to 5,000 or something like that. I'm not really sure. But Bionano Genomics right here, you guys can see from hundreds of base pairs. I believe that is from about 400 or so. But Bionano Genomics has also they have updated their software after they dropped all this. That was after this, that is when they acquired Biodiscovery. So now they have this NX clinical software that is, I believe, able to analyze genomes for from maybe 100 base pair, for example. Okay, it depends on what you're looking for. So Bngo is from hundreds of base pair to millions of base pair. Okay, meanwhile Pac Bio is just right here in this figure, is up to, in this image, just up to 10,000 base pairs. Now, that is it, guys. BNGO can do a lot of things that sequencers cannot do, and of course sequencers can also do some things that Bionano Genomics cannot do. But whenever you're talking about rare genetic disease, all these kind of things, you have nanostring, just mention them, Oxford Nanopore, 10x Genomics, Illumina, they are all into something. I believe 10x Genomics is no, Oxford Nanopore is also into long read sequencing, but still, whenever it comes to optical genome mapping, I mean, whenever it comes to analyzing genomes for structural variation, rare genetic disease, and so on and so forth, I believe Bionano Genomics technology is still superior in a lot of aspects than Oxford Nanopore technology whenever it comes to mapping genomes and so on and so forth. They are into long read sequencing, and I think they are the closest to Bionano Genomics, okay, but still BNGO is still leading in that area. So I mean, hopefully this is has somehow helped you guys. And right here you can see once again the competitors, okay. According to Bionano Genomics, I quote, they said, we believe Bionano is alone in addressing SVs and digital cytogenetics. Okay, I'm here to remind you guys once again, comprehensive, SVs plus digital cyto, DNA right here. Then you have RNA and you have all these guys there. Okay, Oxford Nanopore, SNP, exomes, and so on and so forth. So if this is helpful, let me know in the comment section. I remain your boy Dayo. Consider subscribing if you are new on the channel. We talk about bionano genomics most of the time. Have a wonderful evening, guys. See you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.